Hey guys, welcome back to another Expedition 227 video. So if you're new here, Expedition 227 is a group of creatives from Melbourne, Australia. And basically we just came together during the pandemic and we decided that we wanted to create and kind of push each other to learn and to grow. So if you're keen, make sure to hit subscribe, stick around, stay with us. We have lots of cool content coming this year, so we'd love it if you stayed with us for the journey. So today we'll be talking about diffusion filters, and more specifically, we'll be talking about black mist filters. So what a black mist filter is, it's effectively a filter that lifts your shadows, so it makes your blacks less black, and it blooms your highlights. So you'll see this quite often in cinema. They'll give a very stylistic, filmic, dreamy kind of look. And really that's all it is. It's just a little bit of style, a little bit of extra sauce on top that makes videos feel a little bit more interesting and just put a bit of a personal touch on it. So personally, I've never actually owned a professional mist filter, but today we'll be talking about how we can make our own for about $20. So there are quite a few tutorials already online as to how you can do this, and they kind of gave me the inspiration to make this video. But the one thing that was different is a lot of them were just using the circular UV filters for the screw onto a lens. But recently I've picked up a SmallRig mini matte box, and they use a cinema size filter. So it's a little bit bigger, and I wanted to basically make something that would work for my setup. And so I couldn't find any videos online, so I figured that I'd make my own and I'd give it a crack. So the filter that I'm using is just a cheap bit of acrylic that I bought on eBay. I'll leave a link in the description if you're interested as to where you can pick some up. And then just a bit of spray paint, just from the local hardware shop. So that's all you really need to get this effect. And it's pretty cool. One thing to note though, if you do go by this approach, is definitely lower quality than if you bought a dedicated mist filter from a legitimate filter manufacturer. So this one's definitely not scratch resistant, not very durable. It's a very temporary solution. So if you're looking for a more professional, controlled filter, this probably isn't a hack for you, but for me, I thought I'd give it a good crack, and I definitely love the look that I've gotten with it. So straight out of the packaging, this acrylic didn't actually fit my matte box, so I had to just cut that down, make sure that it fit. And then from there, it's literally just a bit of black spray paint, and you just spray about 3 short bursts above the filter, and you let the black speckles just kind of rest on the acrylic. And so from there, once it's dry, all you need to do, pop it in front of your lens, and bang, you've basically just got a DIY mist filter. Another thing to note with this approach is that you have significantly less control over how much diffusion actually ends up on your filter. When you buy a professional filter, there's been obviously a lot of processes, and there's been a way that the manufacturer has gone about making it to a standard. So for example, when you see these lights bloom, you can get different strengths. So you might want a really, really heavy bloom, or you might want a more subtle approach. Whereas with this method, you pretty much don't have that control. It's all about how much paint you actually let, in this case, hit the acrylic. You just have to be careful with how much you actually apply, because too many spots and you'll get a really dirty image, and potentially you'll get too much blooming, and too little and you might not really get the effect. It might take you a few tries, but it's definitely worth it just for a little bit of fun. One advantage of having a mist filter like this as a square filter that goes in front of your matte box is that you're able to stack filters behind it. So this matte box in particular lets me stack filters. And so that's the main reason why I wanted to have a solid square rectangular filter, just so I can still have access to other filters and have this creative filter in front. Anyway, that's enough for me, enough talking. Let's go have a look at some of the results and see if you can tell a difference. So guys, what did you think? Could you tell the difference? Do you like the look? Do you think it's too much? Let me know in the comments below. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it helped you out in some way. But as I said before, we'd love to have you along for our journey on this expedition. So make sure you hit subscribe and you follow us for more. So until next time, take it easy and we'll see you on the next one.